everyone. You're tuning into National News Station, and I'm your host, Nicole, and I am accompanied by my co-host, I.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Tonight, we're going to be talking about African Americans and new developments with their achievements. Sounds like a pretty engaging topic after the boring nights we've had recently.
That's right, so make sure to tune in with us to be the first to hear it. You wouldn't want to miss on such information essential to your life, right?
Agreed. But moving on, our guest star for tonight is, drumroll please, Jackie Robinson, well renowned for being the first African American baseball player. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So, Jackie, I've heard you contributed a lot when it comes to bringing more awareness of the issues that African Americans go through. May I ask exactly what has driven you into doing so? I'm curious to hear about your motivations behind your actions.
You see, us African Americans face major discrimination with all the general racism and Jim Crow laws around the world, which severely impacts us to the point where our very own skin color is a disadvantage to our lives.
I see. And what are some notable issues that arose from that? I would like to hear more about the challenges that you faced.
Well, a lot of mistreatment, assault, little recourse in the justice system, lack of respect, and some of us were even made to join the military in means of scraping for any sort of social, political, and economic gain.
It's honestly troubling to see how much of the world has been against your people. Some just forget that you're all human, just like us. Thank you so much for speaking with us today, Jackie. While we'd like to hear more from you, I think it's also time to hear the perspective of another guest that we have today. How exciting.
Welcome one of our American heroes, the Tuskegee Airmen. It is such an honor to see you here today.
Hello everyone, I'm very happy to be featured on today. It's not every day that you hear a star like me as a guest on a radio station like this.
That's great. We're ecstatic to have you here as well. But for today, can you tell us a little bit more about your experience as a Tuskegee Airman?
It was amazing to be drafted as one. I was so lucky to be invited to the first flying school in Alabama.
That does sound like a quite unforgettable experience. Tell us, how does it feel to be part of a first all-black fighter squadron?
We got to fight against German flyers. It felt good to be recognized as part of this country for once, especially considering we don't receive that acknowledgement back home.
I see. I honestly think many more men should take this opportunity. It is one of the only forms of higher education for blacks, after all.
Yes, I definitely agree. But unfortunately, I lost many of my friends due to syphilis in the process.
I am so sorry to hear that. My sincere condolences.
Sorry to cut you off, but breaking news. Executive Order 8802, issued by our very own President, Franklin D. Roosevelt, has been passed, disallowing discrimination in the defense industry and creating the Fair Employment Practice Committee.
Wow, this truly ensures more opportunities for African Americans.
Yes, stay tuned for the paper detailing more of this soon.
Also, don't ask where I got this information from, but I heard that some guy named A. Philip Randolph had actually talked to Roosevelt himself and threatened to protest in Washington if this order wasn't carried out.
Geez, it seems like the desire to abolish discrimination really motivated him to do such a bold thing.
Yep, anyways, that's all the time we got for today, folks.
Make sure to tune in next week.
Have a great night.